Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well, and the salutation to the hope for elect. It's the brother Damawa from the Cleveland branch coming back with a quick video. All right, and we got Colonel Douglas McGregor. All right, and this was from a couple months ago. All right, so first of all, everything that he was saying, all right, it was on point. All right, but how much more now? Okay, which basically goes into, or the point I wanted to bring out, okay, is the decay of this place. All right. And matter of fact, let's look up the definition to that word decay real quick. It says to break down into component parts, rot, to distant generate, and to disintegrate in a process of radioactive decay or particle decay, to decrease gradually in magnitude, use of voltage or current. All right. So basically, all right, America is in a state of decay. All right, getting worse or rotting away. All right, these cities look ran down. All right, the streets, the jobs, everything is taking the L right now. Everything is in the negative. All right, people, savings, money, credit, food prices. All right, everything is decaying. Okay, and we know that the Lord wanted it this way. All right, we know that this is the Lord plan. All right, and a lot of people that's in this world, mainly over here in America, all right, they got their heart set on what? Trying to rebuild this place, trying to rejuvenate this place, trying to make America great again. All right, but we know that that's a pipe dream, man. All right, we know that that's not about to happen. All right, this place has had its time. All right, and now it's time for the children of the kingdom, okay, which is you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. It's our turn. All right, and the Lord is fair. He gave all these nations their time to rule. All right. All right, and even amongst this goddamn Edomites kingdom, all right, you so-called white people, even amongst their kingdom, all right, he has allowed, all right, Ishmael and them to stay intact. He has allowed Ammon and Moab to stay intact, which is you Japanese and you Chinese. All right, he allowed y'all to stay intact. All right, and have somewhat of a kingdom. All right, with this place, or with the rule of so-called Edom. All right, but I don't want to get too far off subject. All right, but the point is, let's get this real quick. Here we go. Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Yeah, man, because in the beginning of establishing America, all right, they did what? All right, they killed you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, they had a bloodbath. All right, it was noted. All right, that Cristobal Colon, all right, was the word known as what? Christopher Columbus. All right, he actually wrote in his memoir, whatever you call that, in his journal, that he didn't put down his weapon, not even for a day. All right. So we know that establishing this place, all right, it was built upon a whole lot of bloodshed. All right. But it says here in Ecclesiastes 7. Matter of fact, let's go up to 7. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyed the heart. All right. And a lot of our people, all right, that has taken gifts by the so-called government or people that's in power. All right. It has destroyed the initial fight. All right. That's why back in the 60s and 50s, all right, it was always uproar, all right, dealing with Jake, all right, dealing with you Negroes, all right. There was always, during the time of segregation, all right, they was always fighting for the white man to leave them alone, all right, because they knew then that they was being oppressed, all right. But throughout the years, what have they did? They have made taskmasters. They have made these upper echelon Negro groups, all right. And what they do, they're used as taskmasters, all right, to keep majority of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, in under this false belief that if you work hard like me, you'll get somewhere, all right. But we know that that's not the case, all right. But it says, surely oppression make a wise man mad, and the gift destroyed the heart. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, all right. And that's what we're looking at now. We're looking at America's end, all right. And the Lord didn't want it to come overnight, per se, as far as the decaying of this place, but the destruction is going to come. It's going to be within the hour, all right. And that's written, all right. But it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, all right. And that's what starting with the elect, all right. That's what we do when we out there on these streets corners, all right. That's what we're doing, all right. When we praying, when we reading, all right, we being patient, because the Lord said what? Wait on me until I rise up to the prey, all right. So we know that the Lord is about to do something to this place, and we have to be patient and watch the movie that the Lord has set in front of us, all right. And the movie is that all unbelievers, all right, is going to have their part in what? In the lake of fire, all right, which is what? The nuclear ICBM missiles, all right.
To do anything until things collapse. That's where we're headed. Until it falls apart, no one will act.
And nothing can be rebuilt. You know, sometimes I think that the people on top, they don't want the general public to be knowledgeable about how the financial system works and really addressing the economic issues and potentially voting in other people. Instead, they're distracting us with a lot of the social issues. And I'm curious, why do you think my generation, the millennials and younger, why do you think we're taking the bait? I mean, everything seems to be about the social issues as opposed to the real problems, the root of it, which is deeper, and really it's connected to who has the money.
Well, societal decay, which is really what you're talking about on the social side, is marching hand in hand with what I would call financial disinformation and criminality. I mean, they're inseparable. You don't get one without the other. It's back in the 60s when I was growing up, I remember people saying, don't worry, be happy. If it feels good, do it. Well, we've been doing that for a long time. If it feels good, do it. And be happy, don't worry. That's about to end, but it's only going to end when that locomotive crashes into the river.
See, and we're going to pause it there because that was the whole point. All right. If it feel good, do it. Don't worry, be happy. These are all the traits and the punchlines of Satan. All right. Because it all go back to what? Do as thou wilt. All right. All this Baphomet, all this women worship, all these things is a sign of a decaying society. Okay. And also, all right, it's proof that the Lord is about to move on this place. Okay. Salakia. Habakkuk 2:3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry." Let's see what it says in the NLT. It says, "This vision is for a future time." All right. It describes the end and it will be fulfilled. All right. So we have to understand what Colonel McGregor just said was absolutely true. All right. But what the people is not putting together, that this is the will of the Lord. You see, and that's going to be the hardest pill to swallow, because they have bitten into the lie, all right, that these people have used, all right, by creating these churches, all right, well, I can't even call them churches because they're not churches, all right, they're not churches. Those are whorehouses, all right. The Lord doesn't dwell in temples made by hands, all right. He doesn't dwell like that. He doesn't come where people have built a bricklayer or, all these robust, magnificent ass multi-million-dollar churches, man. Those are bigger whorehouses. All right. All right. The Lord don't get down like that. He don't need everybody false pretense like that. He's the Lord. He's the true and living power. He's not in the statue. He ain't none of that. All right. He up there sitting on the throne looking down upon you people. All right. Committing all this evil and wickedness and then acting like that is okay. All right. And that's what American people have been doing for the longest. So them understanding that the Lord judgment is his place to be destroyed. All right. They're going to be up shit creek. All right. As they used to say when I was young. All right. It says that this vision is for a future time. All right. And we're in that time right now. We're in the end of this man's society. All right. Of the so-called white man ruling everything. And it's a plus. All right. Because everything is oppressed. All right. Even the fishes in the water is oppressed. They can't even get oxygen. This goddamn man is the devil. All right. It says this vision is for a future time. It describes the end and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. All right. And that's what we're living in. All right. We're living in the time of this place no longer being spared. All right. The Lord is about to make a move on America for all the wickedness, for all the debauchery, for all of the democracy, for all this different shit that has pushed all these different vibrations. It has pushed out on the people and these other countries. And this anti-Messiah, it's the opposite of what the Bible said to do. This nigga gonna push that on you. All right. And these people have truly taken that and put it on like a backpack. All right. They have taken on the American philosophies and way of living and looked at it as right. When right now, when you look at society, nothing is what it is no more over here in America. You can't talk to a girl. All right. All right. You can't keep a job. Food is through the roof. All right. While simultaneously, this goddamn devil is passing laws, all right, to give women power to have a man arrested in jail indefinitely if they heard them say anything misogynist. All right. These are real crucial times, man. All right. That this goddamn dude is lining up on the people. It says, "Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." Yeah, man, this goddamn devil, all right, he ain't right. He choose violence every time. Even when he don't have to, he choose violence every time. All right. All right. But when they come to the just, all right, we're going to live by faith, because when you actually know the power that that Isaac, all right, gave Esau, it was the power of the weapon of the sword. All right. So we know that we need help upon high. We need an intervention from the Lord. All right, to intervene, because this goddamn devil is about to come down with what? With great wrath on everybody. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. He transgresseth by wine, going to what? His backwards ass ways, for lack of a better word. All right, all that democracy that he push out on the people, all this women entitlement that he push out in these different countries. All right, that is wine. All right, because it do what? It make the people drunk, and it make the people mad. All right, and that's what America is so far guffed into. All you gotta do turn on TikTok, you see a bunch of delusional ass women going on and on, and every one of their topics is highlighting how they're trying to make the Lord's way no way. All right, all these promotions of all these different talking points, all right, is basically trying to beat out anything natural, anything that you can feel that is natural. They trying to beat that out of you and tell you that you and your body is wrong and the Lord is wrong. That's why they try to use that chip, because they, just like what the elders have been bringing out and the other brothers, they've been bringing out, all right, more information about how these things, and people been having dreams about that chip also going to be able to control you, also going to be able to release dopamine hits in you. And we already see what dopamine hits do to women and men. All right, like online is something crazy. People would die for, or they would do anything to be liked. All right, for the likes and for the clicks. Just imagine when you put that charagma in you. All right, and they can literally control that. All right, but I don't want to get too far off subject. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. All right, while he destroying America over here with his policies, simultaneously, this nigga over there in Ukraine funding the war, causing the people to die, simultaneously about to start a war with the so-called Mexicans, a border war, also sending coups over there to Russia, and also what fighting over here with the Palestinians, all right, and those so-called Middle Eastern countries. All right, so this goddamn devil got to fight on all fronts, man. All right, and if you didn't know that, that's how the Roman Empire started to fall. They had their army spread it out. All right, but this is all coming because the Lord is tired of this place. The Lord is tired, all right, of looking down here and seeing, all right, all this evil being promoted, and judgment was not in this place. All right, it's not in this place at all. Righteous judgment, like, do not go on over here in America. All right, if you want to get ahead, you have to be evil. You have to be wicked. You have to be willing to do anything for money. All right, and that's why the scriptures say what? For the love of money is the root of all evil. All right, for the love of money, not money, but for the love of money, niggas would kill their own brother. I love money. But it says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, because death and hell follow. All right, anytime this man has people signing up to put something in their body and they don't know what the fuck it is, you have to understand, bro, you in hell, bro. You are in hell, okay? And is as death and cannot be satisfied. You see? This nigga always coming up with a new proxy. He always coming up with a new goddamn strand. He always trying to mutate a disease for it to be worse. This nigga is as death. and his soul that is lifted up is not upright in him. Think of that for a second. The so-called white man has all the power, all the money, all the control already. All right, he has all of it already. Who the fucks sits on top of the throne and wastes time to try to figure out more ways to suck the people dry? That's a nigga who intentions on what? Destroying everything and everybody, and including himself. All right, so his soul that is lifted up is not upright in him. He is as death. All right, this nigga choose violence. You ever saw that title where it says woke up and chose violence? That's what the so-called white man does. Anything he has gained, he hasn't gained in no proud way, meaning that he worked hard for it, or he outwitted another man. All right, he don't get down like that. So-called white man is the master manipulator. He's the master deceitful, crafty, throw rocks and hide your hand ass nigga, man. That's why the Lord said that he gotta be destroyed, him and his people. We're gonna destroy them after their 1,000 years of captivity, because first they gotta pay back everything they have did, but after that they all gonna be destroyed, and we ain't gonna see no more Edomites. Their player is gonna be out of stock. You ever bought something and it become out of stock, and it become out of stock for so long, you try to go back and get it, they don't even sell it no more? That's what's gonna become of the so-called white man. All right, because even if you left him alone, he's not gonna leave you alone. And that's why people don't understand that this man is the motherfucking devil, man. He is the deceiver. All right, his job is to come through, make you all doubt yourselves, fight amongst each other, while he take control of the whole situation. And then 10 years later, he changed up your whole family line. This is how the devil get down, man. Who enlarges his desire as hell and is at death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people. And that's why we got America, a melting pot full of all these goddamn different nations. All right, all these different backgrounds. This is what he do. He go bomb their homeland and then give the people opportunity to come over here and come work for him. That's what all these migrants and all this shit be about, because their homeland been destroyed by who? By Esau, Edom. But it starts with what? It starts with the government, all right, accepting the wine of the place, all right? And a big part of them accepting is what? Is funding, money. That's why America is so much in debt. But I'm just drawing this out already too long. Says it's gonna get to these few of the scriptures I had written, because the point been made. All right, so the decay of this place is the Lord plan. All right, it says Proverbs 16:4, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. And that's what we was going into, the so-called white man being the wicked, and the Lord wanted it to be like that for what? For the day of evil. All right, meaning the day when the Lord is going to allow the missiles to wipe this place off the earth, and he's going to save the ones who truly believe in him, the elect. That's how that's going to go. All right, to sum it all, that's what we're looking at right now. If you still alive right now, waking up, all right, on this Saturday morning, August, all right, that's what's coming. So all this old make America great and stop the bleeding, y'all, stop the bleed. Man, that shit ain't about to work, man. That shit ain't about to work, man. That shit is not about to work, man. Do you understand who want these things to happen? It's the Heavenly Father, bro. Can't nobody tell him what to do. Psalm 7 and 8. The Lord should judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity that is in me. All right? And that's what he about to do. He about to judge the people, man. He about to see what's going on. What's shaking? All right, what the hell y'all been doing? It says, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. And that's what he said. He said this thing is about to come to an end. All right, but establish the just, because simultaneously, and that's also what 2 Ezra 7, going into the going to this man downfall, the current world that we're living in, downfall, but it's time for immortality. All right, because you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, y'all don't even know. But man, we about to get special powers. We ain't gonna die no more. We about to live life how it was truly intent to be lived. All right, and the main reason for that is because what? Because the Lord is about to change all stony hearts. All right, it's a living hearts. Meaning what? Meaning that we're gonna, He's gonna put in us His laws. He's gonna write His laws on our hearts, on our minds, and we ain't never gonna go off anymore. So you know how blessed we about to be. You know how good we about to live. We're not about to have regular houses. Our house is gonna be made out of precious rubies and stones that the world can't even find right now. They can't even get their hands on these things right now. Our house is going to be made out of crystal. Jerusalem is going to be painted with gold on the streets, man. Not like these so-called devils who got it all hidden in Fort Knox, if it's there. All right? Collecting dust and shit while they passing your ass around a dirty-ass money paper, all right, with with the code on it, with the code vid, you know, with that shit on it, all right? They're telling you that you can't use money because that shit gonna kill you. What type? You know, we're just tired of it, man. We're tired of this man acting like he really got rule over everything. I don't even give a fuck if you are in charge, nigga. You ain't created nothing. Your cornball ass. Fucking nerds, man. They're a bunch of fucking nerds, witches, and warlocks. All right, all these people, man. It said, verse 9, Psalm 79, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the judge, for the righteous God trieth the hearts and reigns, man. All right, man, so the Lord is about to try everybody in the day of evil, all right? Jumping down to verse 17, I will praise the Lord according to His righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High, all right? And that's the only thing that's going to save Salakia. I jumped over everything or wrote down the wrong notes. And I showed one that verse 15, Psalm 70:15, He made a pit and digged it, and is falling into the ditch which He made. Because that's also a good point, because this goddamn devil starting all these damn wars and thinking that he's going to be able to get victories over these countries, not knowing that they about to turn on his ass. All of them will come together and bomb America all at one time. Proverbs, last scripture, Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As rivers of water, He turned it wherever so He will. So yeah, McGregor was right. All right. McGregor was right. This shit is not about to stop, because this is the will of the Lord, and He controls the heart of the kings and the people who actually put these things in play. All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I really give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakadash, Shalom.